Hello guys and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today we're going to be starting a brand new series. These are going to be slightly shorter videos focusing around the landing challenges. So I've had a go at a good few of these actually. So what we're going to do in one video, we're going to focus on one landing challenge and we are probably going to do 2 or 3, maybe 4 attempts and try to get the best score we can. So I'm not going to be able to do all of them. I'm not going to do the New York one. 1, the 747 flight model is shocking. 2, New York is... and 2, New York is badly optimised. So I won't be doing... Unfortunately, the 787 and the 747 are not really that good planes. That I have not really got on with them, but all the other challenges we will try our best with. So we'll do famous ones and then epic ones. So famous ones are just like quite easy-ish, typical approaches that look beautiful, probably quite well known. Epic is crazy places, so such as Lukla in Nepal or St Bart's in the Caribbean, or Sabah in the Caribbean, or I think Quito. Is Quito on there? No. Aspen, Paro, all those famous airports are on there, and then strong wind airports that are definitely well known for having strong wind, such as Gibraltar, Madeira, Innsbruck. I have no again, I probably won't be able to do that one. I'm not even sure if a 747 actually fits at Innsbruck. It's the same with the Epic Challenge, Sabah being the world's shortest runway. I'm not really sure a typical plane like that would really fit at Sabah, but whatever. Today, we're going to go to Llanada. This is one of the ones I haven't done, by the way. Llanada Grande in Chile. We're going to have a go at this one. So it's an Cessna 172 Skyhawk. I'm going to go ahead and click fly now. I am actually going to pause the recording while it loads, because it takes so long to load. I don't want you guys to just sit through that. So go ahead and click fly. Actually, as well, I don't know, I was going to pause it on the entire loading screen, but actually, remembered, it does actually give us an approach brief while doing this. So, we're going to come in at 100 knots, approximately, over this little river, and then we're going to sort of flow through the river about 70 knots. The airport's at 1,000 feet. We'll have a slight crosswind, not really, it's mostly a headwind, and only 4 knots, so wind isn't really a factor here. In this landing in this lovely Cessna 172, of course, using my Thrustmaster USB joystick that I think is absolutely amazing. Also, be sure to check my channel description for what my updated schedule is. I've updated my stream schedule and my video schedule, and for my system specs for anyone wondering on this sim. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and click ready to fly. Now, I believe the flaps will already be set full. No, they're not. Okay. Now, I don't know how far it's actually spawning me out of this airport. It's a bit different depending on what landing challenge you're doing. Cessna 172, very nice plane actually to fly. It's the one that we're using for our Balkan bush trip at the moment that we're doing in the sim as well. So we're going to basically follow this river along, and at the end of this river we have a little hill, and then somewhere around there we should see our airport. Now, to get a good smooth landing, we get marked on 3 things in these landing challenges. So 1, ground roll. That's how much to the left or the right we swing on the airport. Important. Rudder control is going to be very important. Now, I don't have proper rudder pedals. I do have a slight rudder in my joystick. I'm using the little circle pad thing to do that, so it's not the most accurate of rudders, so I may not get marked very well on that. Landing precision, which is how close, basically how far I am from the touchdown marks. That it only marks on the longitude, not the latitude from that, by the way. And then just your overall smoothness, obviously closest to 0 FPM the better. Now, in terms of what I don't know, I found what it reads on the the screen in front of us. So right now it says -150. That doesn't seem to be accurate at gauging what the game thinks our final FPM is. So I don't know why, because I landed in the Airbus and it was on like 500 FPM, and yet the landing challenge said I did a -230. So I don't know which one's accurate, whether the plane's instruments are accurate or whether the game the game's landing challenge score is actually accurate. I don't really know, so there may be some slight, but I'll take the one from the landing challenge as being the correct one, because that'll be the one that I'm scored on. Obviously, it looks like quite a short run with this actually, so we'll be sure to get on the brakes quite quickly. Start throttling back now. I've gone flaps full. Obviously this thing doesn't have retractable gear, I don't believe. Nope, so the gear are already down and ready. So you can see here, just approaching very short runway. But obviously this plane can go very slowly, so there shouldn't be any problem. Just using my joystick, very nice actually, this joystick, to get a hold on. I'm a massive fan of it really. For just £28, it's very, very good. And better than an Xbox controller for certain. If anything, I think it might be better than my yoke. Although my yoke, I don't know, my yoke is more sensitive. This is less sensitive because of how I've mapped it, so maybe I need to change the mappings on the yoke. Overall, though, I'd say they're both pretty equal, really. They're both wonderful little things. They're very good. Right, we'll go ahead and idle the power now. That's how you land a Cessna. You basically just idle the power. Whoa, yeah, this thing is still a little oversensitive, actually. The joystick is also oversensitive, so we'll watch that. But how you land a Cessna, you basically point it down and then let gravity do the rest of the work. However, I haven't done that. Oh, that was not a good landing. My ground roll's okay, and my landing precision's okay. However, landing smoothness, I think, was a bit poor. So we'll have a look. Anything close, anything above 500,000 is generally pretty good, and then over 1 million is very good. Oh! Okay, our ground roll was very good. Landing precision was very good. It was a bit rough. However, it still marks 433 FPM as being pretty good. Now, I'm actually 12,000. I'm in the top 12,000. That was close to 1 million, so that was a pretty good little thing. I don't know. I wanted my Microsoft name to be Mad Chili, and it was taken. So I'm Mad Chili 1856, but it looks like a Discord thing now. So we'll go ahead and click next, and we're going to go ahead and restart. We're going to do probably 2 attempts, 3 attempts. I don't know. Saying that though, I think we'll just do 2. It shouldn't take very long to load because I've already been there once now, so it should just be over and done with quite quickly. But yeah, personally, I think, really, that one was so good, it might only need 2 attempts. And even then, I think our second attempt might not actually be as good. Got really lucky with that attempt. I'm going flaps full straight away again. But yeah, that was a really, really good attempt. So, I think I got quite lucky, really, with how that went. It actually went really well. So that's nice. I'm really getting on with this joystick. It's very nice to use. Maybe a little tiring if you use it for a while, but again, for most airliners, you'll have the autopilot on most of the time, and then for the bush flying, I'll trim it. That's kind of the idea of trimming, really. So you don't have to keep your arm on the yoke or joystick in this case for too long. However, on landing, since it reloads me in like this, there is no point in trying to trim it out because we're only going to be flying. Typically these landing challenges take about 3 minutes each. And depending on where it spawns you in, sometimes it spawns you in a bit closer to final than on others, so some of them can take as much as 4 or 5 minutes. Others take literally, a minute. But typically the average of fan is about 3 minutes. So that's kind of what we're using here. But yeah, just approaching the airport quite nicely. Just push the stick down a little bit more. It's sort of quite level at the moment, so I'll bring back the throttle a little bit. I'm liking, honestly, despite my initial concern with this joystick was how small the throttle axis was. It's literally tiny. If I had a camera to show you guys, I would. It's absolutely teeny. But saying that, it's actually, I thought it would be like way too sensitive, but it's actually alright. I had a look, obviously I can't really see exactly what the throttle's doing on a plane like this, but on the Airbus where you can see exactly how you're moving the throttles, it's actually not half bad. It's very nice. And as I said, certainly better than the Xbox controller I was using, and certainly better than an Xbox controller. It's even better than a mouse yoke. So, as I said, it was £28 well spent. I highly recommend if you guys, as I've said in other videos, if you are looking for a budget option, this is amazing. I mean, my yoke, £150. Thrustmaster joystick, £140. However, this I think it's Thrustmaster's old version. They go. There's the USB joystick, then the HOTAS X, then the HOTAS 1, and then the 2 T1000, and then they're releasing their Airbus joystick later this year in the UK and Europe. In the US, it released a few months ago, but over in Europe, it's they're waiting on it. until September the 24th. But I highly recommend, you know, I mean, the HOTAS X is about 60 quid, HOTAS 1 about 80, so this is 28. It's far less than any of its alternatives, and personally I said, unless it falls apart within a month, my opinion of it is very good. As an overall product, I think it is really good, so for the price, you know. I mean, yes, it only has 4 buttons, I discovered, you know, I discovered an extra one. Oh, very smooth! Very smooth, however, nope, I've lost some points. I pressed the wrong direction on my rudder. Oh, that's a shame, that was such a smooth landing, but this time, smooth landing, bounced on the other 2 fronts, so they might make a million. Nope. You can see there, look, landing precision and landing smoothness was quite good, but the ground roll was further off. We'll go ahead and end it there, though. So our best overall was attempt number 1. I got quite close to a million, so I'm pretty happy with that. You can see there, look, this took 3 minutes and 1 second. But there we go. That is it for this episode. These are going to be quite short videos, really, just 10 minutes, 12, 13 minutes, these landing challenge videos. Hope everyone really enjoys. I just thought, you know, may as well have another series going on the channel on this new wonderful flight sim. I hope everyone really enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!